Hi guys, so today we are solving absolute value equations. So I know that we know absolute value is the distance from zero, right? And how do we solve an equation like that? Well, we have to know that the distance from zero is two directional, right? You could go from 0 to +6, counting it that way, or you could go backwards to -6, counting it that way. So that means the absolute value of x minus 4 is actually two different equations, and that's what we have to focus in on. So we're going to write it as two different equations, then we'll just solve, right? So we have our two equations are x minus 4 equals +6 or x minus 4 equals -6, excuse me. So that way we're covered on both ends of the absolute value. And then we just solve it like we always do. How do I get x alone? Well, I add 4 to both sides. So I'm not going to show that very well here. You'll see and I can just draw it in, but it takes me a while. So when you add 4 to both sides, we know our two solutions, right? So, okay, make sure you write this down, right, while I'm doing this. And then we have, okay, these cancel, and x equals 10 on my one side. But that's not my only answer. That's a 10. It's debatable if it looks like a 10. I'm going to erase all this in a minute anyway. Over here, it's the same operation. Well, it has to be the same operation. I have a -4. So to undo a -4, I'm still adding 4. But now I'm not going to get 10. I'm going to get a different value because I don't have a +6. I have a -6. And -6 plus 4, they're different signs. So I subtract. And then I take the sign of the higher number. There's more negatives, so you get -2. And then x equals both 10 and -2. Both of those are your answers. And you can plug that back in to see. So then I'll just hit enter. Hopefully you got that down. If not, pause the video, go back. So then you have your two solutions when you add 4. I was telling you how it doesn't show the +4. That's why I drew that in. Okay, so that's the answer. That's our two solutions. For letter B, oh, I'm sorry, and then graph if possible. I just wanted to show you that. So x minus 4, so here's 4 on the number line, and the distance 6 away in both directions from 4, well, 4 plus 6 is 10, and then the other direction, 4 minus 6 is at -2. So that's why we have each solution is 6 units away from 4. I thought that just kind of solidified understanding it. It made a lot of sense for me seeing that. So maybe for some of you out there, you also see that the distance from 4 is in each direction. That's why you get those two solutions. All right, let's try a problem like number letter B. Write that problem down. And then I want you to think about this. The absolute value is the distance from 0. Can I have a negative distance? And because I can't have a negative distance, you're going to see what's going to happen. So it says here, if I move myself, can I move myself? Yes, I can. So the absolute value of an expression must be greater than or equal to 0. So it can't equal -5. So because of that, the equation has no solution. That's your answer to letter B, no solution. Okay? So then, if we look at, if you didn't get all this down, pause the video. We're at this screen now. So sometimes there's going to be stuff outside the absolute value, and you have to deal with that first before you can separate it into two equations. So in this case here, for this problem, you need to isolate the entire absolute value part. So you have to add 10 to both sides first. So because they don't show it, and I want you guys to see it, I'm noticing that you're not actually on this screen. So I gotta pause the video.